says, "Go to him, give him these, and I will follow after you." And so the father does this. Now, I grew up in Germanic Pennsylvania, and in a farming community where if you did what the younger son has done, there would be certain things you would need to do. If you were coming back home after having done what the prodigal son did, there would be groveling. There would be, "Please forgive me." There would be recompense. There would be some form of payback. Groveling, forgive me, recompense, payback. And those strong old Germans might even resist embracing you then. But finally, you'd get the hug of the family. To this day, if you are Amish or Mennonite, and I know many of those families, if you are shunned, the process of becoming unshunned is huge. In this story, this parable that Jesus tells, the father sees the son coming from a far distance, sends the servants out with a robe, a ring, sandals, and the father runs after the servants. Now, it's interesting to discover, as we do when we read this book, the definition of prodigal. Prodigal means to be reckless. Reckless. And in this parable, the father's forgiveness is nothing short of reckless. He runs out to his son, gives him gifts and an enormous embrace, comes back to the main house, orders a celebration, kills the fatted calf, and the great rejoicing begins. Now, the elder son in the story, I kind of envision this big compound as being like a ranch in Wyoming. The elder son has been way out there on the North 40, or the North 1,000 acres, in one of the cabins that's out there for the workers. He's making his way back to the main compound. And as he's coming back, he hears the celebration. And one of the servants comes out to greet him as he's coming back, and he says, "What's going on?" And he said, "Your brother has come home, and your father is celebrating. He's killed the fatted calf." And the older brother, who has been there every day, been totally loyal and reliable, did everything his father has ever asked him to do, worked, bled and sweat to make good on that farm after his younger brother took half the inheritance. The older brother says, "I'm angry." He might have said a few other words that I can't say in church. "I'm really blank. I'm angry." And the father comes out and pleads with him. "Please, I know you've always been here for me. I know you are loyal. I know you have worked hard, but your brother was lost, and he's been found. He was dead to us, and now he is alive." I wonder how we would react in a situation that might be similar. I know the way that I was raised, the culture in which I grew up, I'm not sure that I could be as reckless with my forgiveness as the Father was. But that aside, every one of us knows someone who's lost right now. Lost because of a broken relationship, lost because of a job or an unemployment issue, lost because of an illness, going through a terrible time in his or her life. We know someone. God calls us to be the prodigal people who are reckless in our concern for them. Or maybe there is the stranger at work, or the person that we really don't know, but we've noticed. God calls us to reach out. This summer, while I was on sabbatical leave, I encountered a music video that spoke deeply to me and to the way I should be ministering. I'd like to share it with you. There are so many opportunities for us to notice people, not just keep walking by. There's so many people who have awful things going on in their lives. And our role as a church family is not to be like that elder brother. Yes, we know in the story of the prodigal son that the elder brother was loyal, reliable, always there, trustworthy, making the church available. But we've got to go farther than that. We've got to walk out those doors and take our faith and our love of God with us in a caring way. Not to judge people, but to love people. To open hearts, to help people heal. Let us pray.